Yo, yo, yo. What up, chat? What up, chat? What up, chat? Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are doing great on this fine Tuesday evening. A little bit earlier than when I usually stream. But hope y'all are doing all right. Hope y'all are doing all right. The early stream is really for one reason and one reason only. I'm double booked today. After this, I'm going on a podcast. I'm going to be talking about, anime and manga content and making it and JJK's impact on all that and blah 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 whoop. So I wanted to get this stream out of the way for that. But needless to say, for some people, I'm sure y'all will be gassed, y'all will be hyped. I know, some familiar faces in here: Demon, Akatsuo, Maria, Krevo, Zine, AR, what up. I know we got some people like Ron Weasley, who I'm streaming a little bit too early for his job. I apologize, gang, but this VOD gonna hit different when you get off work, bro. I'm rooting for you. But yeah, we just out here. We out here. Want to talk about a few things a little bit. Get a little quick stream in. You know what I mean? Talk about some shit. But what's up? What up, below? Sleeping Danger, Stealing Lime, Big Yoshi can Go beat Joe. Nah, I think Joe beats Go, personally speaking. But yeah. Yep. Kagurabachi anime. Yeah, so I saw some news about that. I will preface all of this with a big, fat beginning of conversation. Allegedly, possibly, potentially. Maybe. So, we'll get into that in a little bit. In the meanwhile, we got Creams talking that straight bullshit in chat. Podcast infidelity. Yeah, bro. Never mind. I'm gonna tell him that's the best podcast on earth too, bro. Nah, but what up, little bro? How you doing? How you living? Let's see. Did you see that art of the JJK character that Gege mentioned just once in the story? Usami? Yeah, I saw that. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting to give us that. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, I guess we know what he looks like now. So that's cool. That is cool. But yeah, let me find that tweet real quick. So basically, I saw this. It's like some anime news account or whatever. The validity of it, I don't know. I really just picked it not because I think it's necessarily true, but because it sparks an interesting conversation. IMO. It was something we were kind of talking about, not last stream, but the stream before that, where we were talking about not only what studio would be really good for Kagurabachi to be animated by, but like which one we think is most likely. So yeah. Yep. Appreciate you, Tiny Bro. Got to be talking to somebody in chat. Couldn't be talking to the guy that can take away the wrench, bro. That's impossible. Let me put this over here real quick, though. Yeah, let me just click on it. Okay, and let me show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. All right, this is the tweet in question, chat. Kagurabachi TV animation adaptation is greenlit according to highly reliable sources. Scrutinize the highly reliable sources bit. Animation studio Mappa, Sai, and other massive anime studios are reportedly interested in adapting the hit Shonen Jump manga. Note that the anime is not coming anytime before 3 to 4 years. So, just want to show you that real quick. I think that the discussion is more interesting than whether or not this announcement is true. I don't necessarily buy into it all that much. I very rarely buy into these sort of accounts, like hard-hitting and heavy. But I did kind of want to talk about what animation studios that we would want to animate Kagurabachi, which animation studios we were even available to, because AR brought something up pretty early in chat that like a lot of studios in the near future won't even be available to adapt the series, or rather that their list of series that they will be adapting in the near future is pretty full, so Kagurabachi would just be added on top of that. So possible series that can animate Kagurabachi, or possible animation studios that can animate the series, ones that we definitely don't want, and then ones that kind of fit that happy middle ground. That shit fake, LMAO? Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, 100% is crazy. I won't say it's 100. I'm 100% sure it's wrong, but I take it with less than a grain of salt, right? A grain of sand at best. Um, but yeah, Bones and Ufotable is packed with projects. Bones, I could get. They always have a movie with MHA. They always have another season cooking up because they basically have it on like a yearly release. What about? I guess Ufotable has like the Demon Slayer movies that they're making, right? Um, so I guess that would be one thing. Madhouse or Cloverworks. Let me look at some of what Cloverworks has done. Didn't Madhouse get like absorbed into Mappa? I didn't even know anime. I didn't even know Madhouse still existed. I didn't even know they were like a prevalent or I mean still standing studio in that regard. Maybe I'm thinking of another animation studio, but I feel like that is something that was ticked off the list. It would have been most likely after the Demon Slayer trilogy, maybe. But the Demon three possibly like 90-minute movies. It doesn't strike me as something that'll be done relatively quickly. And I don't know when Kagurabachi will be getting an anime adaptation, but yeah, Madhouse did Free Rent. What was I thinking? What thing did I think get cooked then? All right, hold on. Madhouse anime. Okay, they did do Free Rent. Let me see. What are some? Did Free Rent obviously did One Punch Man a while ago. Did the new Hunter x Hunter adaptation. Did they do Hajime no Ippo too? It's pretty sick. Let's see. I mean, it seems like they low-key kind of got a good track record with anime adaptations, at least in terms of like animation quality. I heard Redline's supposed to be like really, really, really good looking. I feel like Kagurabachi getting adapted in 2027. Hold on. Let me look some up real quick. When did Jujutsu Kaisen anime come out? So October 2020. All right. JJK started in 2018, right? JJK start. Yeah. So about 2.5 years after the manga started, the anime wasn't in production, but actually came out and aired. Kagurabachi came out. Let me check real quick. Kagurabachi came out when. Let's see. Came out September 2023. So if we assume another 2.5 year thing, maybe it'll come out sometime early 2026. Assuming it kind of stays on track there. Let me get some other series that I think are probably. Let me see when Chainsaw Man. Let me see how long it took Chainsaw Man to get an anime, and then I'll do Demon Slayer, and I'll kind of like average those out. So Chainsaw Man came out in 2022. The anime at least, and the manga came out in 2018. So that took about like 4 years. Okay. Hopefully my math is correct. Let's see. What did I say? I'll check Dandadan. That's coming around the corner. Dandadan started in 2021. It's getting an anime now, so about 3 years later. Okay. And then, yeah, I know it's coming out now. I don't need to look that up. It's coming out in like a couple of weeks or something like that. So about 3 years on that. And then what was the other series? Oh, Demon Slayer. Let me see. Demon Slayer season 1 came out in 2019. And then when did Demon Slayer start? Demon Slayer started in 2016. So it seems to be an average of like 2.5 to 4 years tops. Not 4 years tops. I'm sure it can come out a lot longer, but I would imagine that Dandadan, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Chainsaw Man are a pretty good amalgamation of like how long we should expect a series like Kagurabachi that is at least on track to do as well as the JJK manga was doing pre-anime adaptation to do. I feel like a 2.5 to 4 year like time span is a pretty good window to estimate at least. Let's see. So as for like when it come out, like early 2026, maybe early 2027. Sakamoto took forever. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Sakamoto also doesn't have as much, or didn't have as much motion initially, right? Like Sakamoto Days also didn't have a lot of pop, a lot of spark. But yeah, I mean, you have series like that. Mission Yozakura Family, I think, also took a fucking long ass time. So there are definitely going to be series that are like that. Will Kagurabachi be like that? I don't necessarily think so. Why? Vibes. But it also might just be because it's performing relatively well. So I don't imagine that there's going to be any reason to hold off on putting something out. JJK Season 3 coming back in 2027, and Season 1 of Kagurabachi gonna feed families. Those couldn't be airing simultaneously, bro. That shit would blow my mind. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie, the Sakamoto adaptation doesn't look good. Yeah, I agree. Looks fine. It's whatever. It doesn't look. I'm not blown away, but it looks alright. It's cool. What's Cloverworks worked on again? Let's see. So Spike's Family, Horimiya, Spike's Family again. Promise Neverland, specifically Season 2 is what's got my eye raised. Windbreaker is a good shout though. Knowing that they worked on Windbreaker and The Elusive Samurai, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of rocking with that one. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Windbreaker, Elusive Samurai Wombo combo, because those both came out relatively recently, right? So if that is what Cloverworks is looking like nowish, yeah, I might be down for a Cloverworks Kagurabachi adaptation. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I don't know if y'all seen some of these snippets of animation, but Windbreaker looked really good at certain points, and fucking Elusive Samurai looked fantastic. If I can get off some hater shit for a second, I feel like, nah, I'm not gonna say that. That's rude. I'm gonna just say the Elusive Samurai looked like really, really good. I won't play. Yeah, I think Promise Neverland Season 2 was an up high production issue. That's fair. You saw the Parkour Civilization? Not yet. I've seen people gassing it though. I might check it out. But like, I think this should be fine. All right. But this sequence right here, there's a lot of sequences like this where it's like, damn, bro, they were out of their mind animating this. They were in their element, bro. Like, this shit was crazy. And there was like 4 or 5 like minute long clips I saw when the first few episodes dropped, man. That shit was really impressive. And then Windbreaker also had some really good fight sequences. Let's see. Yeah, the Elusive Samurai also isn't a manga that I think particularly even lended itself to having crazy sequences like that. I think it was just like the talent of the animators really being able to bring it out. Not to say it looks bad, but to me it looks, I'll say, less visually appealing than Kagurabachi, if I'm allowed to, make comparisons. Right, when I saw Elusive Samurai, I thought about the potential for them to do a Sojo rematch, right? Yeah. I mean, it looks really good. Madhouse has a very strong sort of track record, so that would also be another good one. All I ask is for Kagurabachi is a studio with sauce and a good director. That would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. Studio Bones is doing Gachi Akuta, or Gachi Akuta, if you're nasty. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I imagine that Bones would probably be kind of all hands on deck with that, and then their usual My Hero workload. We need Mob Bones on MHA Bones. The sad thing is MHA Bones, like, pre-movies is like still kind of fucking cracked, bro. Like, you look back on MHA seasons 1 through 3, and that shit it's not as good as Mob Psycho, sure, right? Very few animated works on the planet are. But you look at the first 3 seasons of My Hero, and you're going to see a very, very, very good anime adaptation. That you would see something genuinely spectacular there. Unfortunately, MHA was such a cash cow that once they realized they can start doing movies for it, they were like, oh yeah, we got it, we got to drop some movies with this, bro. We got to drop this movie with this. Studio Pierrot, I feel like is one of the studios I would not want to touch. It is one of the ones I would not want to touch. Kagurabachi, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Kagurabachi would work well as like a weekly release. I just don't think it's for the best. And while Pierrot can pop off and you have some really good shit, like Boruto has some really, really good animated episodes. Naruto has plenty of really, really well animated episodes. Black Clover even, despite its kind of reputation, has some like really, really well animated episodes. But like, to me, their track record isn't all that great. And to be completely honest with you, I'm no animation expert, right? I come at it from a very casual perspective and knowledge on what their works have done. But all of them, or a large majority of them, have kind of been like pretty middling. You know what I mean? Like pretty like they range from like okay to really good, but it's kind of like you gotta take the good with the bad on that one. And I feel like I would like to just take the good with the good, please. Call me selfish, and I probably am, but just good adaptation, thank you. A season of greatness is better than mid with the occasional good episode. I agree, and I won't say that. Here's the thing: I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that like Naruto or Bleach or fucking even Boruto have the occasional mid episode in terms of the animation. When Pierrot gets the proper staff, and I'm assuming they have the proper amount of time to really cook, you get some of the best animated episodes I've ever seen, right? You get like Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki or something, or you get like Naruto and Sasuke in the Final Valley. It's like you get really, really great shit. It's just that you don't always or super consistently get that. Let's see. Oh yeah, Demon no Katsuya. Yeah, Wit is unfortunately stuck with remaking One Piece. And as Hello brings up, remaking an ongoing series is definitely kind of crazy. I won't lie. It's just a really funny thing to do, man. Very funny stuff. Very, very funny stuff. Let me see what they've done aside from AOTs. Did they do a Spy Family movie or something? Let's see. So they did. I guess they collaborated on Spy Family. Vinland Saga. That's another really good one. Syrup of the End. I have only read. I have not watched. I don't know if that's good. The Great Pretender. Heard really great things about. Ranking of Kings. Another one that I know has good animation. I can't speak to the quality of its series though. So pretty good track record, all things considered. Unfortunately, they're working on Two Piece, bro. The adaptation. Yeah. The Tokyo Ghoul adaptation should result in a jail sentence. Yeah, it's certainly not my cup of tea personally. Certainly not my cup of tea personally, but it is what it is. It is what it is what it is. I just hope Kagurabachi does not get done dirty. I saw someone say imagine 8-Bit gets their hands on it, bro. I would just say that. How should I put this? I'd be very displeased. That's the nicest and safest way I can say what's actually on my mind. Let's see. Oh, Leaf Bladey, you here, gang? You retracted your message. I cannot see what was sent. All right, let me check my Twitter, make sure. Okay. Anyways, hold up. David Production did Fire Force 2. Yeah, I think they got sound design and animation handled. David Productions is a pretty good studio, I think, from what I remember. The main things being Fire Force and JoJo's in my mind. So I feel like those are their flagship stories or flagship series. Undead Unluck is another one. Can't speak to Undead Unluck. I did not watch it, but I heard it was well animated. If nothing else, I didn't really hear too much else about it. Although that might just be because of like a lack of Undead Unluck motion, not like a lack of caring. 8-bit would get liquidated if he even thought about grabbing Kagurabachi. Yeah, needless to say, I would not be very happy, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, stealing Blue Lock from me is already a crime that it's taking me many moons to learn to forgive, right? It's taking me many moons to learn to forgive, but it's one that I can. Did I say Blue Lock? I said taking Blue Lock. I meant taking Blue Lock. Taking Kagurabachi would be a line. It would be the straw that broke the camel's back, per se. Dead Unluck is very unmoving. I agree. I'm not even trying to slander it. I'm just more speaking to the fact that, like, I didn't really feel like the animation moved the needle or boosted the sales all that much. I could be wrong. Like I said, this is just a very casual kind of viewership. You know, I got the Twitter sphere and people I know that fuck with Undead Unluck, and that's about it. Did 8-bit do Blue Luck? Yes, they are doing Blue Luck currently. And when I checked their other stuff, a lot of it was, I'll say, pretty like unknown titles, stuff that I at least I didn't recognize. It looked like a lot of like isekai or kind of like generic fantasy series from what I could tell. 8-bit is just not a big studio. Yeah, fair. Let's see here. Honestly, people throw too much shade at Puro due to what they did in the past when they no longer do weekly shows. Since Thousand Year Blood War's success, they're working on seasonal releases. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I guess hot take, right? I don't even think Thousand Year Blood War is like the zenith of great adaptation. Like, I will say I'm always hyped for a new Bleach core because it's Bleach, but Core 1 was significantly better than Core 2. And to put it bluntly, I think Core 1 was like maybe like a 7, 8 out of 10 anime adaptation. That's cool. Like, I'm not mad at it. So like I don't think it's crazy. And it's once again has a thing where it has standout episodes. Like Yamamoto versus Yuha. Still fucking peak. Really, really amazing episode. Really, really amazing fight. But even in the seasonal case, I don't necessarily view Puro in a super duper high regard. At least regularly to that. Let's see. Yeah. What would you have done differently for the core? I mean, it's not about doing necessarily anything differently. It's just about like the, because I don't think I necessarily had a problem with the pacing when I watched it. That might also just because I not know everything about Bleach, but I've already read the series, so like I'm not really looking for it to fix anything in the pacing department. At least early Thousand Year Blood War. Obviously, it'll become a little bit less the case as we get further into the arc, but I mean, it's just like an animation thing. I feel like a lot of it was like good art, but that's different to me than good animation. You know what I mean? Toei don't want to fucking animate no Kagurabachi, bro. But yeah, you looking at Dragon Ball Daima? I am legally obligated to, as a fan of all things cool and Dragon Ball. Got to. Let's see. What are 3 series you would change studio if you could, and what are the studio choices you would make? It's a really good question. I mean, I guess it. Okay, I'll say one of them. Blue Lock. Go ahead and go to. You know, bro, go ahead and give Blue Lock Cloverworks. I'm gonna need him to go all out, gang. I need some real egoist animation. Go ahead and free Blue Lock for me. I'd probably change Tokyo Ghoul. What studio I would give it to though? I don't know. What studio did Devilman Crybaby, like the new adaptation of it? Like maybe that would be kind of sick. Maybe that'd be kind of sick. Then for a third one, I mean, I'm sure there are series I can think of that I don't like the adaptation of, but none are really jumping out at me. Not gonna lie. I don't know. BR, you getting Sonic X Generations? Never been a Sonic guy. I fear. Don't dislike the character at all, but I literally don't think about him all that much. So unfortunately, I will not. Ooh, Science Saru is a pretty good one. Damn, bro, they are cooking with fucking Don. That shit looks so exciting. What do you think about Shaft and Kyo Annie? If you know about them, Studio Shaft. I recognize both names. Let me see if I recognize some series that they've done or that they've made. Let me. The Monogatari series. I know they did. Did they do the movies as well? I know that those look really good. Oh, they did some Madoka Magica as well. I'll talk about that in a little bit after I finish this train of thought. But, okay. Studio Shaft, it might not be bad. Low key. And then Kyo Annie. I think. Are they the one that did? Okay, so Violet Evergarden is what I was thinking of. Violet Evergarden is exactly what I was thinking of when I thought of Kyo Annie. Chunbyo. Yeah, I haven't watched any of these series, but I am like kind of vaguely aware of some of their projects. You know, Silent Voice is like a very obvious one. Violet Evergarden is kind of another. So like vaguely, but not enough to have like really spoken from too much experience. Is it too early to imagine where the first season of Kagurabachi would end? I mean, it might not. I mean, to be completely honest, JJK ended on chapter 64. So Kagurabachi isn't even at that point yet. Chainsaw Man was like half that length. It was like 12 or 13 episodes, and it ended right after the Katana Devil arc, which I think is like 30 or 40 chapters. So you could either go short and have Kagurabachi be like a 12 to 13 chapter season, and then just kind of leave it at that and keep doing that. In which case, you could probably have it end after the Rakuzaichi. But if you wanted a full like 2-core 24 episode thing, Kagurabachi isn't far enough to discuss where it ends. Like, we don't know where Kagurabachi would end because it doesn't exist yet. Let's see. Sansaru did Scott Pilgrim. That's another good one. That is indeed another good one. Chainsaw Man had a 12 episode season and absolutely kneecapped its popularity. I would have. I mean, I've heard some arguments for it. I can't disagree, mainly because I wouldn't be able to explain why. And the reason I can't is like I guess I get that like it didn't get to Chainsaw Man's best parts, but like the same thing is true for JJK, right? JJK didn't get to its most interesting parts until season 2, right? I'd argue that like season 1 almost exclusively, and I don't say this as an insult, just has Jujutsu Kaisen's worst content. It still has some really enticing stuff in there, obviously, but it's not until like Origin of Obedience is the start of the pickup and it ends there. Hidden Inventory, Shibuya, that's where things get really, really exciting. And obviously season 2 kind of demonstrated that and how it kind of blew up. Is Naruto a genius? Oh, I saw your poll about this. Give me the standard of a genius. He has talent, or he has like natural abilities. I haven't watched your video yet, so I know you don't think he is, but he has natural abilities that would make him like be able to do things only geniuses can do. In practice, yeah. Is he like Sasuke or Itachi or Minato? Fuck no. But he's able to sort of achieve similar results due to a thing that is naturally granted to him or given to him at birth. Interpret that as you will. Let's see. Because like there are some statements with Naruto where it's like Jiraiya is explicitly saying that he's not a genius and he like wants to train him because he's not a genius. Training geniuses is no fun. Orochimaru thinks the same thing, but like it's not like there's any lack of statements or sentiments showing to the contrary. I don't think it's that black and white. I don't know if it was your video. No, it was your thumbnail that said like chakra spammer or some shit like that. And like I think that's like honestly, inflammatory nature of the thumbnail aside, I think that's a good way to sort of explain a lot of the ways he's able to achieve certain things. Naruto is resourceful, not a genius. I mean, fair enough. Like, I think there are some things he does that indicates he's not average, to say the least, right? Like, a fuck ton of chakra or no, learning the multi-shadow clone jutsu in a night, I think is something that is not a average level, talent level feat, right? But I do think that there is a distinction between a Sasuke, an Itachi, a Minato, and a Naruto. Like, there's various levels between that. So that's kind of where I stand on that. So the next chapter, next name of the Blue Lock chapter, I have not read it just yet. I'm not read it yet. I'm probably gonna read it later tonight because I got the double booking today. I got the double booking today. Let's see. I think 20-24 episodes is better because it says like I would prefer 20-24 episodes if the schedule and everything allows for it. I definitely would. I prefer it. Let's see. What's suited to Kuroko no Basket? I was gonna say A1, but I might just be talking on my ass. A1 Studio Anime. Let's see. I feel like I'm talking on my ass. Let me see. I just look up Kuroko no Basket Animation Studio. No, production IG. Okay. Got you. I might have missed it, but how would you feel if Ufotable adapted Kagurabachi? It'd be cool. That'd be sick. As long as I know that like they're not bogged down with other shit, I'd be down. If they had to like push it back or rearrange some schedules, but I just want to make sure they're not animating Demon Slayer shit and putting all their stuff on that and animating Kagurabachi at the same time, bro. That shit would cook the schedule. Oh, but yeah. Let me talk about. We can't talk about the Blue Lock season 2 in a little bit. I feel like it's pretty cut and dry. Shit's ass. It's not ass. I can't say it's ass. I take that back. I can't say it's ass. It hasn't come out yet. I can't say it's ass. It looks like it's not going to be very great. I'm an anime only for Blue Lock. Without spoilers, will U20 matchup be legendary? Cultural universe, yes. Listen, if you're an anime only and you absolutely loved what Blue Lock season 1 was doing last season, you might go into the season and notice like maybe a minor downgrade, but still fuck with it. Personally, I recommend reading the manga. If you pick up the manga around chapter 90, you'll blend perfectly from the second selection into the third selection and then later U20. I think the manga is just going to be a better experience. However, I know people sometimes just watch anime. That's fair as well. In which case, yeah, U20 is a very, very great arc and hands down the best arc in the story up to that point. So, yeah. You have no hope at all? Not. I'll say this, right? Anything can change, but I have been given zero reason to believe that 8-Bit has the will or ability to do so. Like, bro, I watched episode Nagi. Holy shit, dude. That was a not very good looking project. It just was not good. So, I mean, to me, obviously, opinion alert, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, we'll get back to the anime adaptations in a little bit, but Madoka Magica. So I watched Madoka Magica. I talked about it on stream a little bit ago when I was maybe like 3-4 episodes in. I have now finished the 12-episode series of Madoka Magica, and I gotta say, bro, that shit was kinda gas. My preconceived notions were indeed proven wrong. Let's see. And Leafy Blade, or Leaf Lady, what tier list are you thinking? Like for characters? Cause yeah, I'd be down if that's what you're asking. Needless to say, I really like Madoka. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of went into it. Skeptical is probably the best word. I didn't know anything about Madoka Magica outside of it being a magical girl series, and I don't think, if I'm recalling correctly, I've ever watched a magical girl series before. So this was like a step into a foreign land. I was definitely looking around. I was like, damn, bro, this shit's about to be... I'm either going to be happily surprised or this is going to be a tough 12 episodes. And let me just say, it was not a tough 12 episodes. I'm not going to lie. I feel like the biggest hump of the series might be the first 3, maybe 4. That being said, I don't think that there's really any point in the story where hold on, let me respond to this. If you okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in the story where it's really bad, but obviously those first couple of episodes need to establish a sort of sense of world building, sense of scope, the characters, the motivations, all that stuff that can kind of come off a little boring, and it doesn't necessarily hit the ground running. Okay, let me rephrase. The opening scene is really crazy, and that's kind of the attention grabber, right? It opens with this really sick animation. You see one magical girl who you'll later know, like will show up later, Homura. GOAT, by the way. If you think anybody else is the GOAT of that series, I'm not gonna lie, respectfully, of course, that is the wrong opinion. It's just the wrong stance, right? But the first episode opens really well. Like the magical girl finding this giant ass fucking monsters, buildings being thrown around. Shit's kind of crazy, right? It's cool as hell. And then, you wake up from that scene and you're kind of in normal reality. And it's cool. It's fine, right? You got to establish the characters. You got to get used to Madoka. You got to get used to Sayaka, Hitomi, all of them, whatever, right? The main cast and whatnot. But you gotta let that shit kind of build in the background a little bit, right? You gotta let it kind of build in the background a little bit. And I think once you hit that 3rd or 4th episode, shit just really picks up, bro. I don't want to spoil it. I actually would recommend it to anybody in chat who's not watching or who hasn't watched it. It is a very short, very brief watch. It's only 12 episodes, and you can get the whole gist of it. It's pretty fun. But I will say a couple of things that I did enjoy. Bro, I did not expect the fights to kind of go that hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like when the fights, when they were really locked, they were really locked. Let's see. What was it? Studio Shaft, like they were, I was kind of, that shit was kind of cool, man. Shit was kind of cool. I'm not even gonna lie to you, in the grand scheme of things. Let's see. Homer is my genius. Jesus and Rebellion is my Bible. Yeah, I still need to watch the movie, but yeah. I tuned out episode 3, so maybe I gotta give it another go. Yeah, I won't spoil it, but it's either episode 3 or 4. Some shit shakes up, right? And you're like, oh fuck. Okay, let me lock in a little bit harder, right? Let me lock in a little bit harder, and it kind of just picks up from there. So I think Homer is obviously like far and away the best character in the story. Like far and away the best character in the entire story. Like I honestly don't think it's much compared. Sayaka is pretty cool from a writing standpoint. I don't like her all that much. Hard character to like, and I think that's intentional. But man, dude, it's Homer the fucking GOAT. By the way, I want to say, I thought Homer was the GOAT before I got to the episode that really made her the fucking GOAT. Let's see. T-strong soldier. I see the actual tier list, Leaf Lady, but I don't see the actual like images for it. I don't know if that was intentional or not. But yeah. Hiroto Nagata is the main animator on Madoka. He's insane level quality, almost the same level as Hitaka Nakamura. It's interesting. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Old gamer JF, did you say Who's Ready for My Wife becomes an elementary school student this season? Bro, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know if I'm tapping in for that, gang. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know if I'm tapping in for that. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be totally real. But that show was really, really good. I'll throw this tier list up here real quick because it's real simple, like very quick and easy. Where my GOAT at? I got Homer and GOAT. I'll put. Let's see. I gotta. Let me try to separate. Let me try to separate the characters I like from the ones that I think are good. I think Mommy's a pretty good. Like I'll say good. Let me change that. Meh, and then trash. Okay, so she's cool. I think I'd put Kyubey above her, and I'd probably put Kyoko in great. Kyoko's I like Kyoko. I fuck with Kyoko, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Sayaka. Yeah, I like her less, so I'm gonna put her below Kyoko. Or yeah, I like her less, so I'm gonna put her below Kyoko, but she's also like one of the better written characters. Madoka's mom, what's her name? I don't remember her name, I'm sorry. But Madoka's mom she's cool. She's alright. Her dad is, in my opinion, essentially a non-character. I'm gonna put him here. I'm gonna put Madoka's brother here. Nothing really against them. I don't hate them. It's just kind of non-characters. And then I put here. I think this is Madoka's kind of lonely teacher that's also friends with her mom. Non-character. And then I put Madoka in gray as well. Out of these three, I actually like, these three in gray, I think Madoka would be last. But it's honestly, hold on. It's honestly like this. This is about what the tier list actually looks like, in my opinion, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is about what it should be for me. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Junko. Okay, Junko's her name. Gotcha. Okay. In any case, yeah, this is about what it would be. There's not really a character I think is like really bad, but there's these two tiers are kind of similar. Just one of them gets a little bit more characterization than the other, so that's how it's kind of looking. Your opinion on Sayaka and Kyoko's relationship? My opinion on the relationship. I don't know. I mean, I thought, I think Kyoko coming around to Sayaka a lot more than Sayaka coming around to Kyoko is very sweet. especially considering how standoffish she was before. But I don't know. I didn't really honestly. Sayaka and Madoka's relationship was more at the forefront to me, in all honesty. Honestly. So yeah, but Madoka's really good. I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. I think Madoka is a pretty good series, all things considered. It's like very solid. I enjoyed myself watching it. Not gonna lie, chat. Ending very kind of high concept, but it was solid. I fucked with it. Let's see. Dane Simmons, and thank you for the 2. Top 3 manga of all time and why? Let's see. Top 3 manga all time. Tough. I know Vagabond's up there. Haikyuu would probably be up there. Haikyuu's definitely one of my most reread manga of all time, given its length. Like, I've reread Haikyuu like 5+ times. The only manga I can think of off the top of my head that I've reread in its entirety more is Blue Lock, and I've read Blue Lock like 7 times total. But it's not finished yet, so I won't. I don't think it's in that conversation just yet. Fuck, dude. I mean, Vagabond, Haikyuu. Let me give you some honorable mentions. Like, Tokyo Ghoul would probably be around there. Naruto would probably be around there. Yeah, it's tough though. I have a lot of 10 out of 10s. Let me list off what my 10s are looking like right now. Haikyuu paneling is so bad though. Hard disagree. Haikyuu has fucking excellent paneling. Especially considering that, at least for me, it made it relatively easy to follow a sport that I had no business understanding. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can donut for this, Leaf Blady. That's not an issue at all. I'm down to do that. Look is mad long for a reread. Maybe I'm just a rookie. I mean, to be fair, in a lot of the instances I reread it, it was like when it was shorter. I think the last time I reread it, it was Bastard versus Manshine City. So a lot of the times I reread it, it was like sub 200 chapters, to be honest. Let's see. Don Norm will make anime more popular than ever. I think so. I mean, I think it'll make the manga like really popular. But make anime generally more popular than ever. That's like a Demon Slayer, MHA. I mean, I even hesitate. Like, maybe JJK level of impact. Right? Obviously, you have things that come before that. You have the Narutos, you have the Dragon Balls, you have like One Piece, Bleach, all that shit, right? But I'm more talking about in the current context. I don't know. Dandadan seems like, strikes me as it'll have a relatively niche audience. I feel like Dandadan will weed a lot of people out in the first couple episodes. And honestly, can't blame people. I'm not coming at it from the normie, like, whoever doesn't like the first couple episodes of Dandadan shouldn't be on anime. They're not real fans of the medium. No, because I think it is weird. And like, Butatsu, I'm kind of like side-eyeing you because I'm like, bro, you were good, bro. You didn't. Okay, but whatever. Right, I think that'll filter out a decent chunk of casual fans, of the most casual fans. Maybe like the bottom like 50-30% of casual anime fans are bowing out off rip. And then I don't know. It'll make it really popular. I don't think so. AOT also kind of made anime. That's another good one. For sure. I know 10+ people IRL who got into anime through JJK. That's fair. I mean, I wouldn't deny JJK getting a lot of people in there, but I do think there's a difference between what MHA did and what like JJK did. And that's not to say JJK I think has sold more, or sold comparably at least, but it's like One Piece has sold more than Dragon Ball, for example, but Dragon Ball's impact is like infinitely larger than One Piece's in that regard. Let's see. Leaf Blady, thank you for the 20. Here you go. Think you'll look at any extra material beyond Rebellion from Madoka, manga, light novel, or Magireko or just stick to mainline stuff. I mean, I have no aversion to it. If the movie moves me and I'm like, damn, bro, I need more Madoka shit, I'm not against looking into it, honestly. I've never been one to shy away from light novels. You know, obviously manga is like, you know, I'm down reading a manga. Whatever. I don't know what Magi is though. I wouldn't be able to tell you what that is, but I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even know it had like off-shooting stuff like that. But all right, chat. Got another tier list to make right quick. So this is strongest old dude in anime losing fights tier list. So I assume we're ranking it based off of are we ranking it based off strength or the quality of the fight? And just let me know and I'll move accordingly. Let me zoom in real quick so y'all can see, and also low key so I can see. But yeah, what you trying to rank it on, Leaf Bladey? Let's see, because I know most of these, so I should be able to do it. The only one I wouldn't know is like Whitebeard here, but you know, osmosis and all that, I can kind of figure. Quality of fight, okay. All right. So damn. Okay. Insomniacs After School is probably my top 5 romance. That's real. That's respectable. I can't be too mad at it. I am here. There is no better security than that. Definitely hard. Definitely cool. Definitely an horrific moment. But okay. Let's rank these. So Yamamoto versus Aizen. Fuck. This is a really good moment, but there's some good fights up here. I'm gonna put that in C for the time being, because I think Yamamoto versus U-Haul is like an A tier fight, both in the anime. I'm gonna kind of do an amalgamation if I've seen the anime as well, kind of like mix the best of both worlds there. I think that Yamamoto versus U-Haul is like an A tier fight. I'm not gonna lie. It's either super high B or low A, and I think A tier is kind of what I'm rocking with. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, it's just straight A tier. I fuck with A tier for sure. Let's see. Maybe I'll move it around it a little bit. Now we got Rengoku. Versus Jesus Christ. How did I forget his name, bro? This is like one of my favorite characters in Demon Slayer. Fucking hell. Akaza, fuck. What a brain fart. I was like, starts with an A, not remembering the rest of the name. That was insane. Okay, Rengoku versus Akaza. I'm not gonna lie, it's just a better fight than Yamamoto versus Aizen. I think, well, Anime Tech kind of doing a lot right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Anime Tech's kind of doing a lot. Fuck. Anime Tech's doing a lot right now. I think it's more of a fight than Yamamoto versus Aizen, so I'll give it the higher ranking off of that, because Bleach better than Demon Slayer. That's not really a hot take, but the Yamamoto versus Aizen thing is a lot more of an exchange of like words and like, you know, whatever, than them actually getting down and dirty, really locking in, really scrapping. You know what I mean? I dropped Demon Slayer after Mugen Train because Rengoku died. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's insane. Oh fucking hell. Okay. Master Roshi versus Demon King Piccolo. If I remember correctly, is this not just like the Mafuba? They don't really get to scrapping. I'll say another C tier. Netero versus Meruem, S tier. I'm doing these relative to each other. Meruem versus Netero might also just be an S tier fight in itself, but I'm also kind of ranking these mainly relative to one another. Gojo versus Sukuna. I'd probably put it S tier. Relative, it's not an S tier fight in a vacuum, but I think relative to all of these, it probably is an S tier fight. I'm not gonna lie. Yamamoto versus Yuha is fucking nasty. Okay. Let's see. I'll come back to that one maybe. All Might versus All for One. I'll give that A. The fighting itself, kind of mid, kind of whatever. But I'll give it its dues. I'll give it its dues. Hiruzen versus Orochimaru. Solid B tier fight. I'm not gonna lie. I think the anime really elevates it, but it's solid. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's a cool fight. Pain versus Jiraiya. That's S tier. Yeah, that's S tier easy. 100%. 100%. Gojo versus Sukuna or Agito versus Kuroki. Gojo versus Sukuna, I'd say. For sure, for sure. Let's see. Yeah. I'd say Gojo versus Sukuna. Agito versus Kuroki's a really nice fight, though. I gotta be honest, it's nice, it's solid. Let's see. Oops. What is this? Naruto versus Ishiki? Y'all gonna let me get that one off? Y'all gonna let me get that one off, chat? Y'all gonna let me? Can I? Are there there are no Boruto-ers in here, right? Like I don't gotta defend myself for this one. I can just kind of let it. I can just kind of let it rock. We good? All right, bet. Whitebeard versus all them. So One Piece fight. So I would. Ah, damn, bro. Anime tax is kind of. I mean it. And anime tax low key gets it out of D tier, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like. Baryon mode Naruto versus Ishiki in the anime is kind of clean as fuck. I'm gonna be totally honest, bro. Not gonna lie, that's a toughie. Not gonna lie, that's a toughie. All right, I'll move it up here, whatever. Boom. And then Toguro versus Genkai. Fuck, dude. This one I just don't remember. Obviously, I've read Yu Yu Hakusho, but Yu Yu Hakusho was, weirdly enough, like one of the earlier manga I read. So it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since I've read Yu Yu Hakusho. Toguro versus Yusuke would go to solid S. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me look up Toguro versus Genkai. Let me see if it jogs my memory at all. Because I feel like the fight wasn't that long. I might be tripping though. Let me check, bro. Let me check though. I'm just looking to see if there was like crazy hands thrown. Solid B, really? Toguro versus Genkai was that hard? It was moving that crazy? Truly. It's B tier. All right. Putting it in B tier when I don't fucking know is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll let it rock. Yeah, I'll let it rock. Whatever. This will be the one fan voted B tier. This will be the one fan voted B tier. Adam versus Zeus would be probably top of A, bottom of S, if you're curious. Should I mute? I won't be getting into spoilers. That's all I said. That's all I had to say about it. But yeah, this is the tier list. You know, hope you enjoyed it, Leaf Blady. Hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, I tried doing a big fight tier list in the past. I might try to run it back. I'm not gonna lie. One day, I might try to run it back. Kagurabachi tier list next. I'm against it. Would you put Hiruzen versus Orochimaru? I put it in B tier. Oh, question for y'all, chat. I'm curious. Between Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, this is purely an art question. What do you think had better art? Don't put any spoilers. Demon Nakatsu ain't locked in. But I'm just curious which one y'all think has better art, if y'all remember it. Do you actually hate One Piece, or is it just a meme? Mostly a meme. I don't think it's as great as people say. It's like a solid 7.5 for me. But I don't hate it. 7.5 is like a overwhelmingly good score relative to like, you know, even something like a 5. It's just funny. Adam versus Zeus's peak style over substance was a double-edged sword for a manga that peaked in its second volume. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't mind style over substance or something like that, though. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Chin versus Hades and Beelzebub versus Tesla greater than Adam versus Zeus. I simply disagree. But I'm one of those people that doesn't think that, like, Sasaki Kojiro surpassed it, or even that Hercules or Heracles versus Jack the Ripper surpassed it. I'm one of those that was like, yeah, unfortunately, Adam versus Zeus is to this day the best fight that Regular Ragnarok put out. Yu Hakusho definitely looks better. I kind of feel the same way, but I might just fuck with that aesthetic kind of heavy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Togashi kind of just, first of all, creepy as hell panel. I'm gonna say this one. This is gonna be a reaction image to, I need that. Thank you. Let me say that one. Put that in the files. But I don't know. I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho is better art based on what I remember. Maybe that's a consistency thing, or maybe that's just like a stylistic preference. I got to the Hunter exams and dropped off. Am I tweaking? Low key, but like, I get it. If you're watching Hunter x Hunter, I'm not gonna lie, that shit's kind of boring. I mean, it's not that the anime, I'm talking about the 2011 anime specifically. It's not that it sucks or has bad pacing or anything. It's a good looking adaptation, pretty good. I don't know why. It was just much easier to read. I enjoyed Hunter x Hunter, maybe like a point higher when I read it versus when I watched it. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I believed the Hunter x Hunter was boring as shit allegations when I had watched it, bro. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie. Also, you're cool, Leap Lady. It's all good, bro. No need to. You chill. I'll send you one, but just know it's no big deal. It's not, you know, it's no worries. Let's see. Just send you one if only for you to see its art, I guess. Let's see. All right, cool. That shit was sick as hell, chat. You fuck with Dorohedoro? Unfortunately, no. Greed Island was boring for sure. Once again, anime makes it more boring. The manga is still kind of like, Togashi, why the fuck am I reading Yu-Gi-Oh in the middle of my Hunter x Hunter? But whatever, right? But generally speaking, I kind of fuck with it. How do I feel about Dandadan? Way behind. I'm probably like 60 chapters behind on Dandadan, but I fuck with Dandadan kind of heavy. I might use the anime as an opportunity to watch it and then go into a binge read. I'm not gonna lie. I might use it as an opportunity to jump into a binge read rather. Should I read this time? Yeah, I think so. If you're talking about getting into Hunter x Hunter again, I'd read it. Personally. Hunter x Hunter is weird, man. Hunter x Hunter is a truly weird series, and like, I've said this before, and it's not on no, like, it's not on no Togashi glaze, it's not on no Togashi hate, oops, actually, fucking snapped the shit off my mic. It's not on no Togashi hate or glaze, right? It's nothing that extreme. For context, I have Hunter x Hunter at like an 8. Pretty similar score to where I have JJK at, right? The thing is, I feel like when I read Hunter x Hunter, right? I feel like, this is a manga significantly better than what I'm feeling right now. If that makes sense. Does that make sense, chat? Like, when I read that shit, I'm thinking, logically speaking, an 8 out of 10 is a little low. And it's not like, and I'm not one of those people that ranks like, oh, I give my critical ranking in my personal ranking. I believe those things to be one and the same, right? However much I liked it, I can usually, if I give it enough thought, give a pretty concise or logical justification for why I believe that to be the case, right? It's not like really that crazy to me, right? I don't really believe in like the, you like it in its mid, outside of like very hyper specific scenarios and like super guilty pleasures where you're like, oh, I actually don't think this is good. This just appeals to like some really weird base urge, whatever, right? But in Hunter x Hunter, it's not really the case. It's not that I'm rating it what I think it should be rated. It's like I read it and I'm like, fuck, dude, this should be peak. But I'm not like moved to change that score. Right, and here's the thing. I thought maybe it would be the Chainsaw Man effect, right? I thought maybe I would, because Chainsaw Man, the first time I read it was like a 6.5. Second time I read it, this is talking about part 1, it was like a 9, right? Definitely a big increase. Now, I read Hunter x Hunter, and I was like, okay, the first time I read it, it was an 8 out of 10. Some years passed, maybe a year passed, and I spun back. I read that shit again, and I was like, damn, this is really good. 8 out of 10. And like, yeah, 8 out of 10 is a score that you give a really good series, IMO. However, it was so weird because I was looking and I was like, no, 2 + 2 = 4. So why am I not getting 10? It was a genuinely strange thing. Because I'll say this, I've said it a lot of times, but Killua would be the best deuteragonist I've ever seen in my fucking life if Sasuke Uchiha was not a character, bro. Killua is far and away my favorite thing about Hunter x Hunter, bro. And when you break it down to individual components, honestly speaking, Hunter x Hunter kind of peaked to me. Like Killua, peak. Kurapika, peak. Gon, not peak, really good. Hisoka, not peak, really good. Meruem, not peak, really good. Like that is a, I mean, those are Leorio's, not peak, not really good, good. Jing, cool. You have like P2, good. You have like you have Poof, good. You know what I mean? You have Yuppie, good. You have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Good sort of aspects to it, but when it all comes together, it doesn't coalesce and make something that goes beyond that, bro. It's weird. It's so weird. I'm not gonna lie. Kurapika and Killua box are my top spot, and that's so real, bro. That's so real. That's so real. I'm not even gonna lie. Kurapika and Killua are so fucking cold. It's an interesting experience. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Let me see this. Leaf Lady, thank you for the 5. Curious, what are your 9s and 10s? Madoka, one of the only 3 10 out of 10s I've given in the 1,000+ anime I've watched. Oh yeah, I'm definitely looser with my shit, bro. Pause, I guess. In terms of like anime ratings. So I'll go here are my anime 10s and 9s. So I have Code Geass both seasons, Mob Psycho all seasons, The Promised Neverland season 1, Kaguya-sama Love is War is a 9.5. Frieren is a 9. Kaguya-sama season 2, I think, is a 9. Snafu or Origairu, I guess, all 3 seasons are 9s out of 10. That's for anime. Those are all the 9 out of 10 anime, or 10 to 9 out of 10 anime I have. For manga, I have Blue Lock. I have hold on. Okay. I have Blue Lock, Call of the Night, Haikyuu, Kaguya-sama, Naruto, Rainbow, Tokyo Ghoul, Enri, Vagabond, Death Note, Alice in Borderland, Bastard, Bleach, Orange, God's Lie, Dragon Ball's 8.5. Okay, yeah, and then there's that. And then I have Grand Blue, Tomodachi Game, Hajime no Ippo, Vinland Saga. Yeah, I have quite a bit. 8 and 9s. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The Promised Neverland is a 10 or a 9. Season 1 is a 10. Season 1 is a 10, and if you're someone, well, you know, like someone in chat, right? That's maybe modded. Then yeah. No Kagurabachi? Kagurabachi ain't a 9 yet. It's like an 8.5. 8, maybe 8.5. No, not a 9. Or a Gairu Cinema. Sleeping Danger, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know if you're just telling me what I want to hear, but whoever's on your PR team, bro, low key, they're trying to give you a comeback, man, and they might be succeeding, gang. I'm gonna be honest. BR, did you get to Tomodachi game? I haven't seen the translation for the last chapter yet, so I did not start. But as soon as I get that on my very legal website, I will be tapped in. If you have it, if you have the link to the last chapter, send that shit to me and I'll read that shit tonight. What's up, man? Don't out yourself, gang. My 10s are Madoka and Ava for anime, and I haven't gotten to my manga rating. That's because I need to reread a lot of stuff. That's fair. Do I like the Succession War arc? Can't say. I think the Succession War arc is a very, 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 very ambitious arc. And I'm not going to lie, bro. I kind of like... Togashi Glaze is weird because sometimes I feel like it's the most unjustified weird bullshit ever. And then if you catch me in the right mood, I'm like, nah, low-key, I'll give that to you. Even though Togashi has not made anything that is a 10 out of 10 to me, he's made Yu Yu Hakusho like an 8.5 and Hunter x Hunter an 8. I'm like, that's a good 1-2 punch. And I feel like the Succession War is so ambitious. I feel like a lot of things get lost in translation. I feel like a lot of times I'm not even bored, I'm lost. I'm not understanding or comprehending, right? But almost solely for the scope and scale of it, I'm kind of excited just to see it get pulled off. Like, genuinely. So I don't know. I've reread it twice. Maybe this third reread will do the trick, bro. Maybe this third reread will do the trick. I've been glazing Origari. This is a new PR. Hey, fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Should I know? Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul is one of my favorite rereads. Bro, that Tokyo Ghoul reread, y'all about to see me crying, sneezing, snotting, sliding down my wall, all on stream, bro. It's just gonna be crazy. Leaf Lady, think of the two. Some great choices. Have most of this a 7 to 9. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is very fair. I have crazy Sarindnik stocks. Yeah. The only thing I struggled to follow for the Succession was the whole mafia stuff. Yeah. I feel like here's the thing, right? I am someone that like and I think this is everybody, but I just, you know, somewhat relatively kind of recent realization, right? But I'm someone who kind of learns how I feel about things intimately through discussion and through like writing out my thoughts to make a video or something. Or even if I just write out my thoughts just to write them, like noting them and talking through it is kind of the way that it happens. So with something like Hunter x Hunter, where I don't really talk about it, it's harder to keep track of all of these moving pieces because I kind of just read it once and then I don't revisit that information. I'm not forced to recollect it for another 6 months, a year, whenever it comes up. So for something that's super complex, and at least in my opinion, as Succession War, I'm like, fuck, dude, what the hell am I doing right now? But I don't know if I can post a link to Tomodachi game final chapter. Okay, bet. I hear that, bro. Heard. Don't even trip, bro. Oh yeah, buddy. Don't even trip, bro. Tomodachi game about to get read tonight. It's about to get read tonight. Kill la Kill is probably a 10, but definitely a 9.5 too. I haven't watched Kill la Kill yet, but yeah. Hey, just passing by to say that Percy Jackson hits like a truck. This shit is so good. Yeah, Theo Luca, where you at, gang? Where you at, gang? Where you at, with it? Do you have a manga you like to reread? For me, it's Hitman Reborn. It's not my favorite. I just like to read it. Blue Lock is pretty high up there. Haikyuu is kind of like a secondary. I love rereading Haikyuu. Those two, honestly. Sports manga are kind of easy to reread, bro. To be honest. Let's see. Most things trigger does happen to slap. That's fair. Streets have said Gege was a fair trade for Togashi. I laughed. On which end of that? Bro? I imagine you're a Togashi fan. Thoughts on One Punch Man? I think that Yusuke Murata sometimes, and I won't say potential because it's not even really the word I'm looking for, squanders a lot of like the momentum building aspects going. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like because he loves redrawing shit, and like something like the Monster Association arc was as long as it was, not because of chapter count, but because of the time between chapters, it's kind of hard to get that traction unless you decide to restart and go reread it. It's cool. Twisted makes a good point. He did his big one with Mob. Mob is an infinitely better series, but it's cool. One Punch Man cool or whatever. You know. Like a 6.5, 7. The Rain Chains in part 1, 9. Yeah, 9. And that's what's interesting about like rating stuff, bro. Because why do I give Chainsaw Man a 9? But I look at Hunter x Hunter and I'm like, I don't think Chainsaw Man has as good of a character as Killua. Shit, it might not have as good of a character as Kurapika, right? Makima is maybe as good of an antagonist as Meruem. Hisoka, probably a very unique character that doesn't have much comp in Chainsaw Man. Gon is kind of similar, although you could say I would say I like Denji more, specifically in part 1. It's like, damn, bro, something about the way it's all put together just makes for a. I think what it is, Chainsaw Man in those 97 chapters has a lot less time to miss, whereas Togashi has a lot of moments where I feel like they're rather slow and they're not at their peak. I think Greed Island is probably one of those things that dampens the quality to me, and that might be a big thing, honestly. How it's all put together, TBH. Is JJK over Hunter x Hunter crazy? I just did a reread of both. I'm not gonna lie. No, I have JJK over Hunter x Hunter, but I also simultaneously think that JJK has things that pique my interest more. It means a lot more to me emotionally, all that, blah, blah, blah. However, structurally, whatever you gain from that word, I think Hunter x Hunter is a better story. I think Hunter x Hunter, Togashi feels, okay, and this is gonna sound weird, right? Maybe. JJK to me is a story I like more. It is a story that I think is better because I like it more. However, by all measurable metrics, or measurable metrics that I use at least, Togashi is a better writer, and you can feel that with Hunter x Hunter. I don't know how that ends up with Hunter x Hunter being half a point lower. It just does. But yeah. You know? Let's see. You said this before, and I agree. Togashi feels a lot more refined than Gege. Yeah, 100%. Like, I've never, I'll say this, right? I've never read anything of Togashi's, personally speaking, and been like, dude, what the fuck are you doing from a place of, do you know what you're doing? I've questioned that with Gege. Obviously, Gege's a better writer than me, right? But almost all mangaka that we're gonna end up talking about are, right? So that's not even really like a baseline thing. It's kind of like, sometimes I look at Gege and I'm like, oh, that seems sort of what I view as amateurish. Whereas Togashi, I'm kind of like, I maybe not have liked the decision. I maybe thought it was boring, or maybe that was just like a self-indulgent thing for you. That's fair. But I never once looked at it and thought, damn, bro, that was like incompetent, or I really had to question it. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's weird to say that you put in more effort reading through Hunter x Hunter. Maybe that's it. It's not a smooth, easy read. It also is a little bit more effortful, but I like, personally, I'm the type of person that likes putting effort into those things. Like, I like, okay, a series that I've analyzed, even if they're the same score, I will like more than a series I have not, right? So like Hajime no Ippo, Blue Lock are same score. Shit, Haikyuu has a higher score than both of them on accounts of me knowing that the ending is really good. However, I have more personal investment in Blue Lock because I talk about it so consistently, and I'm able to refine my thoughts over, you know, dozens and dozens of conversations, of videos, of whatever, right? And I'm able to kind of like harden and solidify certain positive opinions of it. With Haikyuu, it's 4 reads that I haven't really revisited in a critical or analytical state, but I know I like it that much. I just haven't engaged with it on that level. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's interesting though. You asked on Twitter about what opinion on more fillers in anime manga. So what are your conclusion? How's the answer to you? So I asked because I'm making a video on the topic. But I'll just say, like, I think it is a symptom of series kind of getting a little bit shorter, or at least mainstream series getting, erring on the side of brevity, and people feeling like they miss that. And also just it's partially something that the series are doing, but I also do think it's partial fan reception. I really want to get into it though. JJK is obviously going to be one of the focuses, but I also have a couple of series that I do think do it well that I want to highlight. Dandadan is actually one of them. So I'm interested in getting into it. So we'll be locking in. BR Blue Lock versus Kagurabachi. I say this absolutely respectfully. I say this as someone who loves Kagurabachi. I say this as a Bachi brethren. I say this as someone who has started a wonderful congregation with the Kagurabachi community. Blue Lock is different, bro. Kagurabachi, and that's not I'm knocking Kagurabachi, bro. It's got like 150 chapters on it or some shit. Kagurabachi needs to get his weight up for me. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. But yeah. Let's see. Leaf Blady, thank you the 5. Oh yeah, wanted to know your opinion on Madoka scaling if you don't mind. I don't mind. I don't have too many super in-depth opinions aside from Madoka at the end being fucking insane. Like initially I was thinking, oh damn, they're gonna cap out at kind of being like, like military fires, kind of like Homer's peak. She's able to get like, the missiles or whatever, time stop, blah, blah, blah. Speed sailing's a little tough. I'd have to like go back and really go through that for AP. It's like, oh yeah, maybe they're like leveling city blocks and shit like that, right? Maybe that's something that it's kind of, and then Madoka's just like, yeah, I'm me. I'm locked, right? I'll keep it vague, but I'm like, it feels like 4D, like Universal to 4D was kind of where that shit ended up. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I dropped it a couple episodes into the anime. I didn't expect you to have such a hold of you guys. For games to do a fangirl over quite a bit. Yeah, Blue Lock is one of the best things I'm reading ongoing. TBH. Ronan, have you ever read a manga recently or no? Not super recently. I tried reading like the Solo Leveling sequel series. Got kind of bored. What is it called? Solo Leveling Ragnarok? No, I'm fucking full of shit, chat. Hold on. Saying it's ass is not fair. I actually did kind of enjoy myself. It's another one of those level up manga though. Hold on, what the fuck is it called? I don't know. I was about to. Sorry, chat, about to lie directly in y'all's fucking face. That's on me. 1 second. What the fuck is it called? Hold on, let me just look up. It's one of those level. It's not something I'd recommend. Not because it's bad, but just like it's called Reality Quest. That shit was hard, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It is the pinnacle of like trashy kind of like level up, kind of similar to Solo Leveling kind of vibes or whatever. I'm here for it, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. I rock with it. I fuck with it. So it was kind of cool. It was a cool little read. I get like a 6 out of 10. It's solid. Solo Leveling is almost exclusively good if it's your first manhwa, and it was my first manhwa, so that shit hit. I remember reading 100 chapters in one day, bro, and I came away with the fucking gnarliest headache, bro. Oh my god, that shit hurt. But it was a peak reading experience. I'm not gonna lie. MEY Edits, thank you for the 5. I would already put the Rakuzaichi arc as one of my favorite arcs ever. Would you say the same thing? Probably not. Favorite arcs ever? No. It is a very good arc though. I would say it's like probably I'd say it's probably like an 8.5, 9 out of 10 arc. So yeah, really good. Let's see. Reality Quest feels like a self-insert isekai, but yeah, it's dumb fun. Yep, yes, sir. BR, what do you think is a higher anime upside, assuming quality is equally great? Culling Games or the rest of Chainsaw Man Part 1? I would, yeah, Culling Games. Culling Games. If we go until Sukuna pulls up, yeah, Culling Games for sure. Chainsaw Man Part 1 has a lot, but yeah, Culling Games, I gotta say. It just lends itself to being more easily enjoyed in an anime hype format, I think. Solo Leveling ruined trying to read most of their manhwa for me. That's fair. Turn your brain off, read, let's go. Yeah, it's solid. I fuck with it. L take. No, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There's not shit. Listen, bro. I've said this multiple times. Gege has hurt me. Megumi has hurt me. A lot of characters have hurt me. There's nothing I think that Chainsaw Man has that'll make me personally as excited as the Yuji versus Higuruma. Well, let me take a step back. As the perfect preparation, Maki, Zen, and Slaughter, right? There's going to be a small low point when Hikari's on screen, but I'll accept that. Then the Yuji versus Higuruma, Megumi versus Reggie, Yuta versus Sendai, Hikari versus Kashimo, Maki versus Naoya. And honestly, if the anime does what I think it can do, Yuki and Choso versus Kenjaku, string of moments, there's nothing Chainsaw Man has in its bag that's going to hit me like that, I fear. I think the chance you could say that a lot of those events are better written, but I think when we're talking about what the anime will do for that moment, I think JJK will benefit a lot more from it than Chainsaw Man personally. Yeah. Let's see. You ever watched Death Parade? No. It was like the first episode, and it wasn't bad. It was just one of those things I put down and didn't pick back up. Lynn, thank you for the 50. Would love to hear your thoughts on The Gray Man if you ever read it. Fantastic characters and a great twisting plot. Great read for Halloween IMO. The Gray Man is one of those things I'd actually love to read. Like, it seems like the aesthetic is really nice. One problem. It's incomplete, and I guess two problems. It's incomplete, and from what I understand, the author does not update the manga very much. From what I understand, she's kind of on like a Black Clover-esque chapter schedule, which is fine. Like, respect to her. I think it's a she. It's a she is crazy. I think the author is a she, is a her, is a woman. Fuck. But yeah, I should probably check that. I shouldn't just like say that. Y'all are right, chat. Thank y'all for that. The Gray Man author. Yeah. Okay. She. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Yeah, let's see. So yeah, I'd be down, but fuck, dude, I couldn't fall in love with The Gray Man, then get to the final illustrated chapter, and then be like, well, guess I'm stuck with you chuckle fucks for the next 30 years. You know what I mean? That show really hurt my heart. Gonna be honest. BR getting cooked by pronouns, part 34. Relax, gang. I very rarely get cooked by pronouns in a way that is noticeable to y'all. Happens with Arame sometimes, and that's about it. And this, obviously, but, whatever. To be fair, the Chainsaw Man big moments I'm excited for are more so the sheer dread moments, Gun Devil and Darkness Devil. That's fair. That is fair. I would, no, I can't read the Blue Lock chapter yet, because I need to take my time. I need to set the proper music I usually listen to when I read Blue Lock. It's a whole thing. So maybe I'll read it. Maybe I'll read it on after stream. But I feel like I had a dream about some bullshit happening in Blue Lock, and I want to see if that bullshit was a dream, or if I saw a leak and tried to convince myself that I didn't, that I haven't seen it. Thoughts on Cowboy Bebop? Watch a couple episodes, did not finish because Downloaded every episode to watch it on Play Ride. Watched like 5 episodes. Thought it was cool, but as soon as obviously the plane ride was over there and back, I was kind of like, okay, well, you know, my my need to watch Cowboy Bebop has kind of been assuaged. So I don't know. Let's see. What up, Tessie Wessie? Have I read Iruma-kun? I have not. I have not. What are your thoughts on the secret conclusion? 269, I think, is genuinely barf. 271 is genuinely beautiful. It's not 269. 268 is genuinely barf. 271 is genuinely beautiful. Kind of mix those and you get like a pretty good conclusion. Have I played Danganronpa? No. I tried to watch the anime once. Holy shit, that was ass. Yeah. I feel like if BR didn't successfully implement the Cream Slender campaign, he would get more flack for what he says. Bro, I'm like actually so woke, it's not even funny. But also, if you think I'm bad, look to your left and you will see a Creams slinging slurs behind you. The anime is an awful adaptation. The games are much better. I'd imagine. I'd imagine. I might get on them. That Danganronpa anime is true unbridled ass. Yeah. That first episode, bro, was so genuinely shit. It's actually kind of crazy. Favorite manga of all time. Don't know if you said this before. Fuck, dude. I don't know. Maybe, probably Vagabond. It's probably Vagabond. Vagabond really fucking changed my fucking life. Not gonna lie. Spit, but I don't know if we can say that. He won't say anything. Sleeping Danger, your PR team is failing you, by the way, bro. I could just fucking boop, delete. Anyways, talking about Usami. Usami's cool, I guess. Yeah, he cool. I was honestly more interested in some of the other stuff we learned about the volume extras. Like, any strong sorcerer can jump on air. You just need to be able to, like, sense the currents and, like, use your curse energy to propel off of it. Like, Maki and Toji are able to do it because of their extrasensory vision. But, like, we have confirmation that Sukuna can, but apparently... damn it, dude. Fuck! Shit! Sorry, chat. Fuck! Damn it, dude. Damn. Anyways. How do you feel about Vinland Saga? Very good. I'm worried about its ending, though. Not out of anything that the writer has shown me being incompetent, but the question they're posing is very difficult. I'm very curious to see how they stick the landing. Damn. Chad, I just saw someone draw an idea I had. I saw someone draw an idea I had in my dream and that I was in the process of making. Chat. Chat-a-rooney. Ah, man. That pissed me off, bro. Fuck. Let me show y'all. Shout out this fan artist, bro. This shit was cold as hell. It just pissed me off because, like, damn, bro. Damn. Shout out this artist, though. Shit's cool as hell. But I'm just like, let me close this. No, dude. I said let me close it. Anyways. Damn. Damn, bro. It is what it is. Do it better, lock in. I cannot do it better. That is not self-deprecation. That is awareness. However, it is what it is. I'm locked. But air current stuff was interesting. Eurostocks going up, and away type shit. All right, let's see. You think YouTube beats Maki in a fight now? Damn. Probably not. Maybe. Probably not. Oh, you can't see shit? Oh, you're right. Wait, are you right? Yeah, you're right. Hold on. You're right. Give me 1 second. My fault. I still had the other screen set up. All right. This is the art. It was the red ESO absorbing an ESO and then reflecting it, bro. Fuck. I was so locked for this, bro. Chat, I would show y'all the draw, like because I was drawing it in like a I was drawing. Would you say you just top one alive right now? Yes, 100%, without question. But I was drawing like in manga form, like it happening. So all I had gotten to was Chihiro actually absorbing the attack, but I hadn't got to him like demonstrating it, bro. Fuck. Cooked, chat. Cooked. A couple of days ago, I woke up and immediately had to pick up a pencil and get to work, bro. I was so fucking... I knew I had to make it. Unfortunately, not only am I slow, I'm also ass. So, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I'm saying Kenny is alive in top 1. Oh, brother. All right. Didn't you just say Yuta couldn't beat Maki? Yeah. But I still think he's the strongest character alive. I still think he's the strongest sorcerer. Like I think Yuta's just stronger, but Maki's a bad match. Let's see. Whatever. I'll show y'all real quick. I'll put it up on screen. Then Yuta confirmed eat Kenny. Yeah. Let's see. What the hell is that? Yeah, I don't think being strong, like I don't think being stronger means that like every matchup is. Why is my hand in the frame here? Hold on. Let me make sure y'all don't see my fucking hand first. I'm gonna crop it. But anyways, I don't think that being stronger means that you win every fight you're in necessarily. Personally speaking. All right. Here we go, chat. Here's the drawing. This is the lead up. After the volume extras got me thinking Higuruma reaching top 5 material. Top 5 material for Higuruma is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I know this is just me, but I hope after the Swordbearer assassination arc we have 5 or so chapters of downtime. I would appreciate some downtime as well. I would. Or just the Swordbearer assassination arc being a longer arc. Let's see. Do you think Yuji and Maki are special grade? Officially, no. In terms of power, also Maki maybe, Yuji no. Mainly because Maki's like completely immune to domains. Nah, I don't know. Neither no. I guess also Yuta might be like the only special grade left. TBH. Leaf Lady, think of the 5. Last thing, any chance you'd feature Madoka or Homura or any of the Holy Quintet in a video? I think them versus JJ could be interesting. I wouldn't be against it. I'm not against the idea. It's not something I wouldn't be willing to do. I'd have to like go back and like make sure to scale it more properly, but I wouldn't be against it. Yeah. Oh yeah, chat, you can't see it. Fuck. I've been keeping this up the entire time, and I was like, damn, bro, chat just not gonna say nothing. Like I'd honestly rather y'all call it ass than not comment on it. But fair. Yeah, y'all just didn't see that shit. That's fair. Let's see. Yuta will most likely struggle to use domain anymore. Oh, why? But I will say, as for Yuji not being special grade, it's mainly like matchup shit. And I think it's what's what I'm looking for. I think Yuji has a relatively like kind of mid domain. I think his technique is very just dismantle and keeps it very hyper specific. I think he has like special grade level stats, but I don't think his abilities necessarily put him on that level. And I even take back Maki being special grade, even though she can beat a special grade sorcerer. I don't think that necessarily gives her the qualifications. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see it. But yeah, anyways, chat, the thing I was going for is these two, like, you know, the matchup, you know, Hakuri launching an Iso, Chihiro, and then the next page was going to have him blocking it and then using it, right? Unfortunately, apparently I wasn't the only one inspired that day. I did not act quick enough. That's on me. Let's see. Let's see, though. All right. Do you think Yuta could use a domain twice a day, potentially once without the ring and once after putting on the ring? Yeah, he should be able to 100% based on how we know his domain shit works. You got to use the manga to scale Madoka. Interesting. Drawing is fun. I agree. Drawing is very fun. I would do it a lot more if I didn't have other shit that I wanted to do, like work or really work is a fucking big one. But yeah, that's what I was working on. If we're going by the beating a country line, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, to answer your question, I think Yuji is probably, like, could he beat some characters that we know are special grades? Maybe. Like, if Geto does not have a Cursed Spirit in his arsenal at the time that has an anti-barrier technique or, like, domain expansion, then he probably just beats Geto, right? Which, sure, would make him, like, a special grade. At least, or be able make him able to beat special grades. But I think, like, the nature of Geto's technique will always kind of usher him into those discussions, even when his general abilities outside of that don't. Let's see. What's the key to improving? I've been acid drunk since 2022. Brother, I'm not gonna lie. I feel very, very honored that you're asking me what the key to improving is. I'm still ass. But honestly, bro, I'll ask you this, right? And please, please, please understand that I'm saying all of this as someone who is also trying to get good, not someone who is telling you how to get good from experience, right? I'm on the same road. I'm maybe at best half a step in front of you, maybe, right? But first, learn to love drawing, gang. I'm not gonna lie. Like learn to enjoy the process. Like before you there are going to be basics. There are things that you can do to be better, right? But the first thing is like learn to enjoy the process. Like you should be wanting to draw every day. Even if you can't, that should be something you want to do. If trying to get better is like your aim, if that's something you're actually like aiming for, because that practice is going to be important. Here, let's see. Someone. Yeah, here. Very good Baki thing that kind of gets at what I'm getting at. Someone who works hard can never beat someone who enjoys themselves. I think that's a good start, not gonna lie. If you're wanting to draw every single day, you're probably going to draw more than someone who does not want to draw every single day, right? It's not a foolproof thing, but it's pretty likely. So that's the first thing. After that, personally, what I've been doing is trying to do a mix of the basics and also like personal projects or like things I like about certain artists, like studies. So Yusuke Nomura, Blue Lux artist, is someone that sticks in there. But I've been on my rotate cube arc. You know what I mean? As I'll do that as a warm up. Maybe give it like 10-15 minutes of drawing that every day, and then I'll draw like a couple of characters or some shit. But yeah, I want to get to a point maybe after the 100-day challenge where I really truly lock into drawing on a more regular basis, because I do yearn to get better and make some of the cool shit that I see in my head. So I think that's a good thing. If college was holding me upside down by my ankles, I would probably draw every day. That's so real. That is very real. It's very, very real. Low key, bro. Hold on. Tessero, let me ask you something, gang. How do you feel about drawing? 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, chat. I don't know if y'all know this about me. I'm kind of a competitive. I gotta end after this segment so I can give myself a little bit of a break in between. But I'm a competitive motherfucker. Actually, I'm picking up the pen right now. Why not? I love that. I love that for you, Demon Neketsu. I love that for you. But I like, even if not competition, I like the solidarity of like coming up at a similar time and encouraging other people, right? So one of the things that I kind of fuck with doing is, what's the word I'm looking for? I like having, like, looking for other people that are kind of in a similar skill set. Unfortunately, a lot of people I know that are like really into it are a level or two above me, like Liv, like Cryvo Hub, like Mikey, right? And I'm like, fuck, dude, y'all are a little bit too high for me to imagine myself on your level. So what I've been trying to do, and don't tell him, right? He's probably not gonna be in here. What I've been trying to do is bully Radman, and maybe if Tessero's down, bully Tessero into getting into drawing with me, so I have someone to, you know, to lock into with, rather. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It would be very, very fun. That's kind of the type of shit I'm on. Jogo Kaisen is so real. Let me show y'all something, chat. And this will just be between us. Us and everybody that watches the VOD, I guess. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Where is it at? Not there. Okay. This will be just between us, chat. Alright? Lock it in. Lock it in. Okay. This is a wheel of drawing topics that I want to get to once I get to a certain level. I have a lot of them up here, and they vary a lot in scope and scale. So I think once I get to a certain level, once I maybe feel comfortable posting one of my drawings on like a public account, because usually I just post them on my private, or I just don't post them at all. I kind of just keep it to myself. Fuck, y'all can't see the wheel. God damn it. All right, thank you. Thank you for letting me know before I got too far into it. All right. So this is the wheel, though. This is what it. Oops. This is what it looks like. As you can see, 186 entries. How to get started? Just draw. Just pick a character you fuck with and just draw. It's nothing more complicated than that. You pick up your pencil. Tessero, you look at Gojo. Try to draw Gojo. That's it. And after you draw him and you think he looks good and you inevitably take a look and you're like, fuck, this kind of ass. Take a step back and draw Gojo again. Or draw Yuji. Or draw Naruto. Or whoever, alright? That's kind of what I do. Anyways, these are like a lot of like projects I want to do. So like, for example, say once I got into a certain level, I would just simply spin my little wheel with 186 contestants or options. And then here's one. Yuji and Deku versus Sukuna and Shigaraki. Full fight. What that means is I'd want to draw basically a manga fight version of that. That's it. That's it. And if you want to know the inspiration, maybe you're looking at that and thinking, damn, bro, that's kind of bullshit. Like, that don't make no sense. One, for me right now, it doesn't. You're right. W call out. But there's this account. Shut up. All right, let me go to the account real quick. And this will be actually the last thing I go on. Where they at? I actually recommend, I sent this person to Tessero before. I fuck with their shit. Bro, what the hell are they? Oh, here we go, Sovereign. He has his own series of drawing, like Deku versus not Deku versus Shigaraki. Deku versus Sukuna. And that shit is hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to put it on there. Wait, you want to draw straight up chapters? Oh, I should probably. I guess you'll. I want to draw eventually, right? Like a manga, like in totality. So yeah, drawing chapters is something I'd like to be able to do. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I gotta mute it because he uses specific music. Let's mute this real quick. All right. This is, you can see his thing right here. But he has like his own little mini series where he's just drawing his own, just making shit up, bro. Like this motherfucker just decided I want to draw Deku versus Sukuna. So I will draw Deku versus Sukuna. And it's like a whole series, right? It is, I think it goes up to, let's see. It goes up to like, here, let me move this over here real quick. Let me go to the first part. Here we go. I think it goes up to like 9 parts, and then it kind of shifts a little bit. But yeah, like this type of thing is really cool to me. So I'd love to be able to do that with other ideas that I have. And also, not to toot my own horn, I think I have really good ideas. I just can't execute them at all. I suck. So yeah, bro, that series is so fucking hype, man. Stealing Lime, yeah, buddy. I knew I liked you, gang. Yeah. I tapped in. I'll throw the link in here. This is the first part, but you can also just type og.sovereign on TikTok. You'll find it. It's really just like you just be scrolling on TikTok, bro. You'll be chilling. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Darkness Devil vs. Maraga, Yugi Black Flash, Scorpion. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, bro. There's a lot of stuff on here. Heavy hitter sparring, everyone holding down Sukuna. I have Percy versus Kratos. Like, there's a lot of things on here. I don't want to give away too many of my secrets, but I have some really fun ideas I'd like to. Yeah. BR, get to them Percy Jackson versus anime drawings. Yeah, but it's just about to be a repeat of Percy fucking like blitzing some motherfucker, cause I'm locked. But yeah, God, dude, I'm hype. In any case, this is the era of just making shit up. I'm in type shit. I've already started one of those BR. That's real. That happens, bro. I'm not at a loss for ideas. Don't worry. But it's just one of those things where, I got the ideas, bro. I want to be able to actually like execute on them. One thing I may do in the future after this 100-day challenge is over, bro, I might just make a membership and like just stream a fuck ton of like me drawing and like waffling, like the type of conversations we're having right now. But the backdrop, instead of it being like my desktop, will just be like me drawing, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, chat. I've really come to like, I'm a fucking YouTuber. Of course I like goddamn yapping, but I've come to like yapping on stream. And I feel like if I'm able to mix streaming and drawing, it'll make me not feel like a useless, lazy bum for not doing work. So I think that might be something I do, to be honest. Because I think the art streams, it would be able to, it's 2 birds, 1 stone, and I also wouldn't feel like it's really content. I'm just drawing and talking, right? Some shit I would want to do anyway. So I might do that. I might lock in for that. Y'all might literally get to see in stream form my glow up. Because I know a lot of artists that stream and they're already really good, and I fuck with that. But I'm like, I think it'd be cool to see someone get better, like as you get into it, to be honest. So I might do something like that. I don't want to put it on the main because it's so different what I do. But yeah, I'd lock in, bro. I remember that stream where you were coloring a manga panel while streaming. Yeah, that was really fun. That was a very, very, very fun stream. And I'd like to do more stuff like that. So, I might have to tap in. But, chat, I do have to bid you all adieu. However, I will be getting back online, getting back into streaming in a, less than an hour, right? So if you are someone that is looking, you want to see me on a podcast I've actually been on before. It's called The Flow Podcast. I'll put it up on screen here. The Flow Podcast. I'm going to be hopping on there in 30 minutes, basically. And I'm going to be on that podcast for a little bit. So If y'all are excited, you want to hear me talk some more, you know, be on there, whatever, feel free. If not, that's cool. I bid y'all adieu. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, morning, or evening, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace, peace, peace.